Fancy. Let's take a shot, bro. Come on,
Fancy.
Here we go.
A shot with tea.
Better late than never.
Hey, listen.
Here you go, brother.
I appreciate that, Playboy.
Are you partaking, sir?
Yes, sir. Why not? Yeah.
Okay. There might not be
it's a
enough here. We got to
celebration.
open up something else.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we got some more over there.
What's
in
that?
the back.
Is that scallywag?
This is that scallywag.
It's that scallywag.
This is that tortuga. That's what that is. Listen, guys, it's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
I want to welcome everybody to today's broadcast of the Gluten Power Hour, as I like to call it. Huh? Some people like to call it bougie buns. Huh?
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure to have all of you. I hope everybody's doing well. And I'd like to share a shot with my compadres here for a second, just to loosen up, right? Get rid of some of the demons. Okay? Salud. It's a pleasure to have you back on the show, brother.
Always my pleasure, brother.
What is this, episode 5?
Episode 5.
Episode 5 of FancyBread Live.
Season 5, episode 5.
S5 E5.
E5. Now, I want to start with
Go ahead.
Thanksgiving, because, this is just...
Are we going to start the show?
We're going to start the show. Oh, welcome to FancyBread. I'm Adrian.
I'm Ed.
And today we're joined by Chris Williams of Appraise the Phrase.
What's
We'll
up?
talk a little bit more about that.
If, I apologize. If you didn't want to start the show, we didn't have to start the show.
I mean, I guess I'm a little anxious, and I'm going to talk about that in
Let's
just
get to
a
another
second.
shot. Let's
But
get to another
first,
shot.
I want to talk about Thanksgiving, because it just happened. Right now, it's the first week of December, and we just went through Thanksgiving. I want to start with, did any of you work on Thanksgiving?
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't. I couldn't miss that lineup.
Yeah.
I had a crazy lineup for Thanksgiving.
What about you? Did you work Thanksgiving?
I did work. I'm
did
kind
work?
of a Scrooge, though. I don't really care. I work on Christmas. I work on my birthday. I work.
You a witness?
Yeah, he'll work anything.
I work Independence Day. I don't give a shit.
Which, for those who don't know, the restaurant industry, there's no such thing as holidays. So getting them off or not, it's not necessarily that.
I don't really care.
I ended up having it off because, I do have a bit of a presidential schedule, they call it. So
What is it? What is a presidential schedule?
it's when you work the busy days, I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You mean like you have a spoiled? You're spoiled with your schedule.
I am a bit spoiled with my schedule. I work hard for that. I've been working 20 years for this, okay? So it's not like, I didn't do anything, just started from the bottom, baby. That's
Right.
what's up.
Have you worked 20 years at your current restaurant?
No.
So then, what are you talking about?
Listen, you gotta say what you want, and if you don't share it, then that's up to you.
Like
okay? If
quiet-
you don't say with your boss and talk to them
Quiet,
about what you want, and from the beginning you let them know what's up.
Quiet,
That's on
hungry,
you.
quiet, hungry mouths
That's
aren't
on
fed.
you.
Right?
Now, did you celebrate Thanksgiving since you were off? You said you had a bit of a quite of a lineup.
No, it was a family giving, man. A lot of my cousins that I haven't seen in a while, we kind of got together in Orlando, and just amazing food, man. I feel like in my age now, at the age I am now, I think that's my favorite holiday.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, because Christmas, I'm spending so much money on Christmas, so it's like, it's not for me. Valentine's Day, you spending money, it's not for me.
Right.
Yeah, man, and I'm thinking like Thanksgiving is that one day, bro, that I can sit back and be like, let me get me a plate.
There's
You know
something
what I'm saying? Watch
magical
some
about the
football,
way
man, yeah.
the food comes together on a Thanksgiving
Dude,
plate.
isn't it? It's just the tasting.
fantastic.
The tasting of it. I love it when it touches.
What's a necessity on a Thanksgiving plate for you?
What's a necessity on a Thanksgiving plate?
We'll go down the line. Let's build a Thanksgiving plate.
Something I tasted this Thanksgiving that I would like to have at Thanksgiving from now on: yams.
Like candied yams.
Yeah.
Like with the marshmallow. That's classic.
I had that and I was like, "Wow, this is delicious."
That's classic.
Like it's an American thing. It's not like a Puerto Rican kind of thing. It's
I don't care what it
I had
is.
that, I was like, "This."
I don't care what it is.
Listen, man.
That shit is
real
good.
nice.
That shit is good.
That shit's fire. I can eat yams
You?
any day of the week. Yeah, yams definitely one. I would say honey glazed ham.
Honey glazed ham is good.
I can take
Honey glazed ham is
whole
good.
ham to myself.
I would say a classic is mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. You have
Mac
to
and
have
cheese brings us all together.
Yeah.
It is the glue that sticks us all together.
I think so too as well. Like, it's like one of those things where you have it. You can have mac and cheese probably any other time, but it just hits different on Thanksgiving. Mac and cheese hits different.
Mac and cheese is one of those things where it just brings you back. No matter where you are in life, a nice hot plate of delicious mac and cheese
But it got to be
is
good,
for everybody.
Man. It has to be
It's
like
for everybody.
baked mac and cheese. It can't be.
Thank you. I was just
it
gonna
has to
say, there's
yo,
gotta be
listen,
some sort of texture.
You gotta
in
bake
there,
and broil it. If you don't bake and
you
broil
gotta
the
have
mac
a
and
little bit
cheese,
of crisp
bro,
cheese on top,
that's
or maybe
that broil
some
action.
panko on top.
Who
You
doesn't
gotta have
bake?
something with a
Who doesn't
texture.
bake? Who doesn't bake their mac and cheese? That's the only mac. Who?
Have you ever heard of Kraft mac and cheese? It's a popular dish among many
that's
families.
That's noodles. That's cheesy soup. That's cheesy noodle soup, bro.
Now,
You got to bake mac and cheese.
since you worked,
I did work, yeah. Oh, I worked half of a shift.
you were have because usually
Yeah.
for those we've spoke about many holidays. I would say that the holiday that is depending on where you work, a 50-50, it's either going to be you're going to be really busy
Yeah.
or it's going to be dead. It's Thanksgiving. It's one of those holidays that and also
Hit or miss.
yeah, it's hit or miss. And also the same with the Super Bowl. If you don't have TVs, forget about it.
Super Bowl's usually dead.
forget about it.
Unless you work
those
at a
two
sports
holidays,
bar,
you
the
might
Super Bowl is
you
dead.
might be able to get that off depending if you have family, etc.
I don't like working Thanksgiving. And what does your instinct tell you why that is?
because people suck on Thanksgiving.
People suck every day.
Yeah, well, why is
You
that?
get used to it. Why do you think, Chris? Why do you think I don't like working Thanksgiving?
It's weird. I don't know because you're. I don't think it's any other day other. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing special about that day. So it's like, yeah, bro. Like with
There is. There is.
Like, what is it?
But
Is it
continue.
Family, kids, maybe? Because
Thank you.
kids and family. Yeah, okay, all right.
Families and
But that's a
kids.
Tuesday
Not
for you.
families, kids.
That's a Tuesday for you, though, bro. That's a.
Well, whatever day that is. I don't like waiting
It
on
was Thursday
kids.
this week, sir.
Yeah, bro,
I don't
it
like
has to
waiting
be
on
the
kids.
because that's what I was first going towards. But I'm like, kids are like Monday, Tuesday.
I don't like
days
waiting
for
on kids. And this brings me into our first point. My first point that I'd like to talk about is I waited on this table, all right, and they were just a mess. They were a mess.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And what bothered me wasn't that they were a mess. What bothered me was that their kids were also a mess. And their kids weren't like children. Because if they're children who like, they need an iPad or they have like crayons and they're coloring and they act like kids and they're loud, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're kids.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but at least my brain says, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But then, no, these kids were like, they're like mid-teenagers, old enough to order the for themselves. And what bothered me was that I'm taking care of this family, and this is a family that has no dining etiquette because they're all shouting at me at the same time. Let me get a Diet Coke. I want a glass of Pinot Grigio. And I'm like, take it easy. Relax. I got you. Right? But then on the other side of the table, the kids are yelling at me. I want a Coke. Actually, can I get a mac and cheese? Can I get a whipped potato or a mashed potato?
What'd you do?
And that bothers me. It
Oh,
bothers
yeah,
it
of
bothers
course,
me.
man.
It bothers me because it's like you're setting your kids up for failure. You know,
of course.
Yeah.
because what bothers me about that is I see like, and this is goofy as fuck, but I see like the future, and I don't like what it looks like.
Yeah.
The future is that your kids are going to be like you, and I don't like that. The same way I don't like when people come in and they tip block.
Yeah.
Like they tip block. That happens all the time. They go, oh no, there's a service charge. You don't have to tip. No, you don't have to tip. And it's a person who's like actively trying to discover for themselves what a service charge or what the tipping thing is.
Yeah.
No. You don't have to tip. There's a service charge. So what did you do? You fuck that person for the rest of their lives, So I hate when kids come in and they're old enough to do their own thing, and it's obvious that nobody at home taught them how to eat.
But that even goes to show you,
know?
that they're there
bothers me a
on
lot.
Thanksgiving too as well. It's like,
Right.
so those
It
kids
bothers me a lot.
It's like, it's weird. It's weird. I feel like Thanksgiving is just as much of a family holiday as Christmas. So it's like, it's weird to me that, I don't say weird because it's my culture, but it's weird that a lot of these families are not, implementing that on Thanksgiving, at least Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? It's like, so you're telling your kid, yeah, you know what? We're not going to cook. We're not going to do this. We're not going to come together as a family in our home and do it. This is what we do on Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving tradition, is going out to eat. I get it if it's like
It bothers
you're
me.
not a family person and you're going out to eat on Thanksgiving. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. You're one person household. I get it. It's just you and your significant other.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just weird sometimes when I see families going out to a restaurant and eating on Thanksgiving.
I don't
can definitely
I don't like
relate
family
to that. I
Thanksgiving,
mean,
no.
in my case, I was
Yeah.
off, and me and my lady, since we don't have that much family here,
Yeah.
then we just went out ourselves to have a nice little dinner. It's me and her. Let's just not worried about anything.
Exactly.
We had a good time. So, and we went to one of those restaurants that a lot of them were closed because some restaurants do close for Thanksgiving. Thank God. Thank you for all of you who do. And then everybody else gets a little bit more busy. So that was nice. And honestly, I enjoy that. But if I could, I'd definitely do a whole
Dude,
family
it's something
thing. Which, by
about a freaking paper plate with some yams and collard greens and
Delicious.
things like that.
Which-
It's just something like that.
the way
man.
I got to
Something about it.
celebrate, and I mean, I'm not sure if some of the restaurants. I'm not sure if some of the restaurants that you work on do family meals.
Yeah.
And in our restaurants, they did a pretty nice, substantial family meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, to the point, I want to say, every time I go to a family meal, usually people arrive a little late.
Yeah.
But for this family meal, I was like, I'm going to come in like 10 minutes after. I don't want to be the first one in there.
Dude.
I'm off today.
All the plates were half
I
done.
came in like 12 minutes after.
All the serving trays were half done.
Almost was everything gone. So if
Because-
you want people to show up to work, just put on some food.
Bro, if you're in the industry, those are the days to show up to family meal.
Yeah.
Those are the days that you
Yeah.
want to be there for family meal. Those holiday family meals, those birthday celebration, anniversary celebration family. Those are the days you want to be there because that's when they actually are putting the cooks to work and saying, "Hey, look, don't just make chicken tenders and fries for them. Put
Give
out
us
a
one that
nice-
good mac and
give 'em
cheese.
some- exactly.
Yeah. So I sum
So
up.
now you know if you got one of these coming up, make sure you get there early. You
Yeah,
might,
yeah, yeah.
so otherwise you're gonna get the scraps.
Though I sum this up by saying, and I just thought of this.
I hate kids.
He's
Restaurants,
the only one that has them.
restaurants that don't allow children after a certain time, I don't mind that so much.
Thank you.
I don't mind it so much.
Yeah.
I know you have kids, Chris.
Yeah, no. Listen,
I know you have kids, but
they're young enough that they won't remember this.
right, right.
Now, the last thing I want to talk about Thanksgiving is what are you thankful for?
Ooh, yeah.
You wanna start there or should I go?
Oh yeah, I could start, man. Definitely family. It does take a village, you know. So family is definitely one of the things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the ability to take care of my family. You know, I think that's super important as a father and as a head of a household. I think that's the major thing that I am also thankful for. Yeah, those things right now, I can say it's a lot more things that I'm thankful for, but obviously those are the top two. Those are the top two.
me. Yeah.
I'm thankful for family and friends and steak. That's about it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna segue into the next one with this one.
What are you thankful for?
I'm
I'm sorry.
thankful for my job.
Yeah.
During the time that I was off,
Okay.
I was allowed into social media. And I don't know about you, but social media can be really toxic at times. You know, bubble this, crash over there, problems here. There's so many like negative things going on the internet that I feel like we're in that climactic point of a movie. You know, like when the Avengers are about to set up for the final battle or something big is about to happen.
Okay.
Right now, it is the first week of December. And what that entails for Miami is that Art Basel is here. Why Basel is such a big thing, right? Well, it's because of who comes to Basel. The wealthiest people in the world, they have this tour, right? Like they might have something like the
It's
Kentucky Bird.
called the Billionaires.
Yeah,
Tour,
they might have like a Kentucky Derby in May. They have the Monaco Grand Prix after, and in December they have us, Basel. And this is that moment where you tell yourself, it's the beginning of the season, and you ask yourself, is season gonna save us?
Yeah.
Because year after year after year, we always going through that hard, slow season, and then when that comes, it's like, is it really gonna save us? And with all these bad news going online, I was really eager to come back to work just so that I can paint my own reality while
Of
at
what
work,
season's
right?
gonna be.
Because everybody might tell you what's going on out there, but if you sit down, I mean, if you go to work and your guests are spending money, then are things really bad?
Yeah.
So I was really eager for this time to come. And honestly, how do you feel about Basel? Because everything points at a great season. The weather is going to be perfect in Miami for this weekend. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be around the high 70s. We have our high 70s, and on the low end, it's going to be on the high 60s. Everywhere else around the world, it's going to be on the low 40s. Not around the world, but in the top 20 places that are like very, very cold. So on the top 20 places are where the most wealthy people live. So everything points out to, we're going to have a great fucking season.
Yeah.
But we're like in that moment. Like,
I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just cheers for a hopefully
That's
good
why
season.
I'm
huh?
like, I gotta say,
Hopefully we
I'm
have a
little
great
anxious.
season.
I don't know if you are feeling like
And
that
this is
out
water,
there.
by the way. I know we're live.
Yeah,
this
this
is water.
is just water. We just put water in these bottles. Come on. So let us know if you're feeling the same way, especially if you send us a comment via YouTube, we'll read it live as well. So let us know if you're going through the same thing, because how are you feeling about this?
I think
do you
Basel.
think that? Do you think season is going to save Miami?
How
Do you
about
think
this?
the rich people will save us?
I would say this. Since it's right after Thanksgiving and, you got Black Friday.
Yeah.
I went out for Black Friday. And people aren't fighting like they used to. I'll be honest with you.
People aren't
Fighting like they
They're
used
not
to.
fighting like they
It's
used to.
like there's no get out of my way. I need this last TV. There's none of that. So it's like, in a way, it kind of scares me a little bit because it's like, is Art Basel going to be online this year?
Yeah, they don't even, people don't even want
are
to
they-
spend money during Black Friday.
Or are they even going to come out? You know what I mean? Be honest with you. It's like the whole thing with cyber. I don't want to say Cyber Monday, but like online shopping, that kills the whole store traffic. That kills everything. So it's like Art Basel. Is it going to be online this year, or people are actually going to get out in these streets?
Well,
you know?
usually it brings about 75,000 people to the beach.
Art
It's a shit show.
Basel is a shit show.
You know,
If
this
you
is-
know the
it's a shit show.
BTS of Art Basel, the BTS of Art Basel is a shit show. But it's like right now, are these people actually coming?
Or are they spending? That's the big question. Are they going to come in and they're going to spend money,
'Cause,
or
yeah.
they're just going to come in
Yeah.
and flaunt? Which
Yeah.
is what we're going to talk about aggressive selling in a little bit.
I would say that the best part of Art Basel, hypothetically, amounts to maybe 3 or 4 great days in the restaurant.
What if you only get 2? Is that a successful Art Basel?
If you get 2 great days or just 2 good days?
2. See, that's the question.
Well, hypothetically, great or good?
Hypothetically, you get hypothetically in a week you're gonna get 3 to 4 great days.
Then Art Basel is a success as far as I'm
It's a
concerned.
success. But if you get 2 great days out of those 3 or 4,
Nah, that's just that's just a busy weekend.
Have you? The reason I kind of bring it as well is because of predictability, right?
Yeah,
We like to
obviously.
predict the future, et cetera. Like I don't know if you heard of the poly market, how that's predicting everything. But the point I want to bring, probably the shots. Have you heard of stripper economics?
Yeah.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And people
yeah.
say that if strippers aren't making money, that the economy
course.
is bad, right? So another one I would think is if restaurants aren't doing well, then the economy can be
economy is
bad.
bad.
So tune out for next week. We'll let you know if Basel was good or not. Because honestly,
But like I said, like guys, now
That's so funny. Stripper economics is funny.
it
It's
depends.
based, but it's
a real thing.
It's a real
Because
thing.
we all remember the time where Art Basel was the whole fucking week.
It took
the
over
whole-
everything.
It took over the whole week. It was
Everything.
from at least Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday, definitely. You know what I mean? Till that Sunday. Even trickle into a little bit of that Monday. So it's like
Right.
we're gonna definitely see this year whether or
Right.
not
Art Basel used to be, God, I hope it's not too busy.
Yeah.
God, how much earlier do I need to leave to get to work on time?
exactly.
Now it's like, God, I hope it's busy.
I hope it's
I
busy.
hope it's busy now.
Yes, exactly.
like I said, there has been a little change in the trend. Before we left work, they would be like, does anyone want to cut today? And he would be like, me. Like people would fight for that cut. Now it's like,
That pool gonna
are you
be
gonna
what the pool gonna
does
be.
anyone- we cut in two, and people are like, how many covers we have today, Hefe? Because I want to know
Listen,
if it's worth my
Come
time.
on, dude. I
So,
remember
Things are tightening up. It's
We wasn't getting
everywhere.
out till
It's not
after
just
2.
where you work. So
Yeah.
hopefully the rich people will save us.
Honestly, we'll see.
bring it to the
That's
next
really the smartest thing we can say is we'll see.
We'll see.
Because there's no way to tell. There's no way to
See,
tell.
you want to jump in on this is something that you wanted to bring as a topic,
Talk to me.
No, did you have a topic that you wanted to bring? We'll pass off to Ed.
Oh no. I'm here for the show. I'm here for
Please,
the
sir.
ride.
You have something you want to mention?
I think I'm going to talk after you talk because we
So-
discussed this already.
I want to bring this because there's two things I'm going to do after this. One is I'm going to reset my algorithm because I'm hoping that it's a little less negative next time I open that thing. But one thing that I do want to do as a server, I spoke last week about self-governance and about how it's about to you to find out, well, what is that one thing that I could really work on?
Yeah.
And on my end, it's aggressive selling. I feel like I could be
Straight
a
line
little
persuasion,
bit, a little
Yeah.
bit more aggressive. And what do I mean by
as
aggressive
far
selling
as
is
Jordan Belfort says.
exactly. It's not just it's persuasion. It's about being consistent. Just keep pushing, even though when people are like,
You feel like you want to be more
I
pushy?
feel like this is something that come in the week that we have because
Right.
during Basel we're gonna have two very important guests. One, the one that really has money, And this person has no issue whatsoever in enjoying things that they like to enjoy, or the things that we recommend. And then we have the posers, right? We have those that are like, yeah, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, I'm a millionaire. Yeah, I got this thing. And we're like, yeah, sure. And that's where the aggressive selling needs to come out. That's why this is the season of,
To be frank,
push a little bit more. Go for it.
that just sounds like every week, brother.
There you go.
That just sounds like every single day.
Yeah, because that depends on where you work.
That just sounds like where we work every single day.
Remember, this is we're educating others over here.
Every
as to
single day.
How can we push a little bit more? How can we be more proactive? Because one of the things is obviously when you spiel something to the guests, because some servers are, we order take. It happens to all of us. Sometimes we're like, you know what, let's just go over there and be like, what can I help you with? You have any questions? What's up? But being an aggressive server is the one that spiels and confidently, regardless of, and goes for the high items. Like you want to come in and flex and have all these watches and all these things and the woman and the car and all that stuff. But then when I come in and say, hey, you want to start with some champagne and caviar? Confidently. And then you got to come back to it as well. And then even after they keep ordering some things, you might want to mention that again. You still want to start with that caviar and champagne? Let me go and get that set up for you. It's about, you got to be aggressive. This is the time, because otherwise you're just gonna be collecting chump change, baby. You gotta push in that pool.
So what changes? So what changes if you're always aggressive, no matter what's happening in the city? What changes about your behavior from then to now?
Well, hopefully you'll be sharing with others how to be a little bit more like you.
But I feel like as a good teammate, you either give off that example or you should share anyway.
Absolutely, but isn't it better if we're all pulling through the same goal?
I'll tell you what, man.
Anyway, so
There's
give
nothing.
me a situation where
what?
Since it's normal for you,
I
give me a
disagree with
situation.
that.
Go ahead.
I disagree with that because I feel like the best restaurants have different personalities as servers. You know what I mean? I feel like if I can go to a restaurant and get a different experience from a different server, that's a fucking great restaurant. Because my mood, obviously, but my mood always changes. It's going to be sometimes where I'm going to go in there. I don't want you to say shit to me.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I am.
You know what I mean? And it's
Most
going
of
to
the
be
time, that's how I am.
sometimes I'm going there because I need to forget what's going on. You know what I mean? Outside of those doors. So it's like, I feel like when it's a situation where there is sometimes in the mood that I'm in, I want you to sell to me. And then it's going to be sometimes where I don't want you to sell me shit. I know what I want. I want to eat what I want.
Of course.
Yo, I don't ever want to be sold ever.
Dude,
I don't ever want to be sold.
And that's the crazy thing about it is because I understand that you have a job. I understand that you have to be more than just the order taker. I understand that you have to be a personality, an extension of the kitchen. I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's been times where I go in there, motherfucker, I'll be like, yo, dude, give me the water. I'm going to pour myself. Give me the food. I'm going to dude. I'm like, dude, come on.
We said this last week.
Show me where the kitchen is. I'm going to make my own fucking
One of the
steak.
worst things is when people don't understand that you don't want to get spoken to.
Got it.
They don't gauge that. My default is talk to me as little as possible.
Of course.
But I don't mean it in the way where it's like I want to be a rude guest.
Right.
What I mean, where I come from is I want to be an easy guest.
Yeah.
I want you to go back to the side station and talk to your coworkers, and you kind of glance in my direction and be like, "Oh yeah, table 30. Yeah, they're chilling.
Yeah, they're good.
They're good. I don't got to worry about table 30. They're pouring their own wine. They're pouring their own water. I didn't even have to spiel them. They know what they want. They're good. That's my angle.
True.
My angle isn't, I don't want you to talk because I'm being antisocial.
Right.
It's more so, I don't want to be a guest that you need to worry about.
Of course.
And that might come
And
off.
We all
that
get
might
that.
come
we all
off.
get that. But as
might
we
come
all
off.
know, Art Basel, you see in the memes,
Right.
it's like, how do you dress during the whole year? And it's just Will Ferrell looking normal.
Yeah.
And then it's like, how do you dress when
Right.
Basil is here? Is Will Ferrell and Zoolander
Right.
with
with
the
baby
little
and shit.
dog,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
If you're going to go to a restaurant and just come in and brag and be like, look at my girl, look at my watch, I'm a millionaire, all that bull stuff, right? That's an opportunity for you to take this table and say, oh, you want to play, right? And that's what I mean by that. It's, of course, we all know reading the table is very important. And if you got guests that they don't want you to talk to them, you don't talk to them. I get it.
I love that.
But again, this time during the year is the time where the people that have bank come in. And now you're just going to come in and be like, can I get your order? fuck no.
No.
This is not the time for that.
Absolutely
Again,
not.
Absolutely
aggressive selling, and that's what I'm talking
hold on.
about. Yeah. So now let's stop bullshitting, and let's talk about the people who actually we can do this to, right? The people who actually like, hey, let's be aggressive. And I'm asking, perhaps, do you have something that you consider like a bit of aggressive, and how do you go about that?
I'm aggressive. I'm either aggressive or I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't have any in between. I either understand that a table doesn't want to get annoyed, or I don't. And one should never assume, but sometimes I do. I'm sorry to say, but I do.
We all do, of course.
Sometimes I see a table and I say, I'm not smelling any blood in the water.
No.
So you know what I do? I just say, you know what? I'm not going to bother.
Of course.
I'm not going to bother. Yeah. And have in the realm of like statistics, may I have lost out on an opportunity to sell more with that behavior? Maybe. But I guarantee you, I haven't missed many. Like I haven't been wrong a lot, and that comes from putting in the time and having the experience. I haven't missed many. You know what I'm saying?
Experience. The experience takes over everything. Like when you get to that table, there's a lot of I would say 85% of the tables you can tell off of the energy. I call it that you on you energy. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever energy that you're giving me, I'm gonna give it right back to you. So if it's a situation where I know that, oh, this guy come in, he wants to show off for his guests, he wants to do this, then I'm gonna give you that energy. But if it's just people that are coming in and I'm like, and you start off, it's like a little tease. You can start off say, hey, do you want champagne or caviar? Oh, I don't eat caviar. Okay, I know where I'm going with you this time. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going this time. Or if you want to, or it's certain items that you can kind of like, you can offer. And if they give a certain energy, oh, no, I don't do that. Oh, then you're like, okay, well, I know you're going to be in between a skirt steak or a ribeye.
Right.
Or if it's certain items you can give me, oh, yeah, this guy, they're looking to press. Okay, we're going to do tomahawks. We're going big. We're going big. You know what I mean? So it's like that you on you energy, like you gotta be able to spot it.
I thought I'd be the less aggressive here. You know, there's a saying in the restaurant world: if you don't tell them, they won't know. If you don't sell it, they won't buy it.
Ooh.
Right? It's
I thought you was gonna rhyme a little bit more with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought you was
I was waiting for
Jesse Jackson. If you don't know, you don't grow. If you don't sell, you don't.
Like I said, some guests will come in, and if you don't
tell, you won't sell.
If you don't jump in and you talk to them, people are gonna start looking into their own interests. People might start looking into like prices, etc. But then again, you're setting the standard of, hey, this is the week we're in.
If you don't spiel, you got no appeal. I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I had to say it. I had to say it. I'm sorry. It was weird.
It's okay.
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
You know, I want to talk about one item that's of quality.
Hold on. Let's stay with this because this has more
good.
juice. This has more juice.
I want to keep adding to it because I want to add one more item that's of quality. Go for it.
Really good. This is really good.
Like, there's no telling. It's not so simple.
Yeah.
Because Miami is the town of the. It could even be a real watch, but of the zero spend. It could be a person could have the hundreds of $1,000s of jewelry on, but they might not want to spend any money.
Yeah.
And we know this. Most of the people who spend a lot of money don't have nothing on.
Yeah.
Think about who was the biggest tipper in our restaurant history.
Dude, sunflower fucking button up, khaki shorts.
The person who
sandals.
The person who tips the most in our restaurant's history, has spent the most in our restaurant's history, has probably worn less things compared to other big shots in the history of our restaurant.
And I'm talking about habitual dress code. Like he doesn't give a fuck about no dress code. Like, and the crazy thing about that is that with him, you're more working towards the back end.
Right.
As opposed to the front end. The people that you're talking about, you can hit that front end and then that back end. And for the servers who can read between the lines, because I don't want to say it, they know what selling on the front end is and selling on the back end.
Yeah.
When you're selling on that front end, doesn't mean that back end is going to come into tuition. You can sell on that front end and all that goes to the pool, as opposed to you not really going hard on the front end, because that's that person that doesn't want you to go hard on the front end.
But they're going to hit you on the back.
And that back end, you be like, oh,
You know, since
come back anytime.
Since we're on the topic of that person,
Welcome home. You
Welcome
said
home.
Again, I'm cool with it and reading tables and all that. Again, I'm just being about what makes an aggressive server aggressive. And one of the things that makes an aggressive server aggressive is not minding being shut off by their guests. It's not minding that you told no, right? That's an aggressive sales, as an aggressive server. Because bringing it back to that one guest, when that guest served for the first time in our restaurant, nobody knew who he was.
They knew after that first time.
They knew
though.
after that
first time.
Yeah.
But you know the crazy thing about that? There's no selling. There's no selling him in the first end. That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
it's a situation where he comes through and is like, yo, this is what I want. I see the price. I don't give a fuck. This is what I want.
Right. That's also true, because anyone with enough experience will tell you nobody sells a table a $30,000 bottle of wine. You cannot sell. I don't care what level of sommelier you are. I don't care how long you've been selling drugs and you're still working in restaurants. Nobody sells a bottle of Screaming Eagle to a table.
Exactly.
Nobody sells a bottle
Especially
of GRC.
not from a glass, wine by the glass.
Nobody.
You're not going from wine by the glass
Nobody.
to Screaming
Absolutely.
Eagle.
Nobody.
There's no way.
Absolutely.
Listen,
no way.
there's a range. There's an experience will tell you there is a range where you can live in of upselling.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to buy a glass. It's classic technique, bro. 4 people sit down. 2 of them say, we want a glass of wine, and it's the same wine.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Would you like to do a
Let's
bottle
get
of
a
that?
bottle of wine.
Let's get a
Yeah,
bottle of
no
wine.
problem. That's 101.
Yeah.
Somebody says, hey, I want this $150 bottle of wine. If you are, and I'm talking about if you are the best of the best, right? You might get that 150 sale up to, and I'm talking about the best of the best. You might get that 150 up to like 300.
The most 5. The most.
And that's pushing it.
You could.
That's like the terroir. This wine.
Single vineyard.
But that's being
First growth.
That's pushing the aggressive
Right.
server right
Yeah,
there.
of
Being
course,
like,
that's
bro.
aggressive.
That's
Because
aggressive.
again, you're being aggressive to the point where you're saying, I'm gonna put everything here, and if that
Yeah,
person
bro.
likes it,
Because there's
Right.
a million
or
wines
this
in
might cost
between
me
there
my
that's
tip if
still
I'm being
good.
too aggressive,
Right.
but that's still going in the pool.
Very few
'Cause we'll talk
people,
about that in a second.
very few people, and we'll get to that in a second, are like the people where they are willing to spend all this money, and no matter what you say, it's a yes.
It's a yes.
Very rare, very few people are like that. But that selling range is very limited, and you have to know where that limit is, right?
yeah.
So my point is,
Yeah.
this guy comes into our restaurant and just buys monster bottles of wine. Monster bottle. I'm talking about bottles that it's your mortgage plus
Dude, it hurts you to
everything.
sell it. It hurts
Everything.
you to sell it.
I'm talking about if you just gave this dude a check for the bottle of wine he ordered, this shit would be $35,000. I'm talking about big money, bro.
It'd probably be like some person's annual fucking.
Nobody
salary.
can sell people like that. Nobody sells that kind of thing.
Right.
So, are people who come in for Art Basel those kind of people? I would venture to say probably not.
Got it.
Probably not.
Which is perfect.
People that come into Art Basel are not like that. People that come into Art Basel are people who have an upper range. And like I said, very few people come in and say, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Don't say whatever you want to me.
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to make you either prove that you said whatever I want or not. And I've had those situations
You
before.
gotta come up. You gotta show up, Playboy.
I've had those situations before.
That's why I'm saying, because some people want to come out to play, and we always say, if you want to
Wanna
stay,
stay, you gotta pay.
You
So
gotta
that's what I'm
play.
saying. During this time,
Or-
you get a lot of people that come in, and that
Or-
we had the situation.
Yeah.
I think it was close to last year, a long time ago, where we had this guest, and every nice restaurant they have a bottle of Louis XIII in a nice, beautiful case, because this is prime luxury in any restaurant. I remember this lady passed by. I mentioned this to you the other day because I wanted to talk about this. That this lady passed by the bottle and she starts saying something like, I had this and it wasn't really that good.
It was
You know,
crap.
it was crap. And I'm like,
Louis.
and then she goes into saying like, oh, and I'm a billionaire. I should know. right? Like,
I don't think do billionaires say they're billionaires?
No,
They don't say they're billionaires, bro.
No,
Maybe a nouveau rich millionaire, but not a
God.
billionaire.
But then
Nah,
again,
bro.
billion is lady.
Yeah.
So
If you're a
it's different.
billionaire, you were either born a billionaire, like blue blood type shit, and it's just normal for you.
Yeah.
You won't ever say it. Or you were a millionaire, obviously, the way math
Obviously.
works. You were a millionaire for a long time.
Yeah.
And now you're a billionaire. So it's like, it's normal for you.
Correct.
But
But the thing is
nobody
that-
says they're a billionaire. That's tacky as fuck, bro.
Correct. But the thing is that when people like that come in and they just want to brag with the right aggressive selling, you could get her on some Louis.
You get them on everything, yeah.
Yeah, of course you can get them on me. Like, what was it that you? I think you asked, what was it that you didn't like? Because I got there a little late, so I was like, what was it that she was bitching about? It's like, so what was it that she was mentioning?
No, I think honestly, I don't even think I didn't. Once she said it was crap, I stopped listening.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you because
Shut off.
those are the same people that and she could be. Nobody knows her bank account, whatever the case may be, but. You can't tell me that's crap when you've been drinking well vodka and tonic. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can sit up here and say something that is the upper epsilon of, I don't know, hopefully I said that right, but the upper epsilon
You
of,
said it the way you needed to say it.
yeah, I did,
said you said what you
of the spirit world.
Yeah.
Like something that was genuinely and originally made for royalty for you to sit up here and say, yo, that's crap. I can say I didn't appreciate it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. But to sit up here and say that's the worst thing I've ever tasted,
That's crazy.
it's crazy to me.
Because I'll be honest, I don't like Louis. I don't like it. But I can appreciate all of the shit that goes into making
That goes
it.
into making it.
It's immense.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to say this is crap. I'm going to say, hey, it's not for me.
Or it's the worst thing I've ever
It's
tasted.
not for me.
But when that situation happened, and unfortunately I got there a little late, and I asked somebody else, like, what was you talking about? Oh, it was Louis. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then that person asked me, is Louis good? Now, something that if that situation were to happen to me now, and I would turn my aggressive selling a little bit up, I would ask her, like, what particularly did you not like about it? Because I'm sure that perhaps the experience that you got was not the experience that it was meant to be. Because is it something that you didn't know about it? Was it something that you weren't
Right.
showed? Because if you like, we can sit you down and do a proper experience where we can teach you about this quality product. Because we saw her, right? And she was this typical Miami lady with a lot
Was she attractive?
done on herself and wearing some nice things, right?
Was she attractive? Or did she look like a failure? Like
You know what? Honestly, I felt like,
She looked like somebody's wife.
yeah.
Anyways,
And not even to even do that. Not even to put her in that category, but just, the way she expressed herself made it seem as if it wasn't a situation where she knew the background of it or she could appreciate it. The way it seemed like the
Because
way
if
she
you-
had it,
Yeah.
it was like somebody gave it to her.
yeah, because if somebody just gives you a little bit, you like taste, you'd be like, oh, it burns. It's yeah. But did you know that this is a house that's over 300 years old with luxury and world renown? Did you know that the craftsmanship of Baccarat crystals off the bottle, 1 of 1, and also the glasses are a piece of art? Did you know that aging of this Uni Blanc grape from eau de vie are 40 to 100 years old in the bottle that gives it the different layers of depth for you to enjoy? And then finally, the exclusivity. This was crafted for royalty. Not everyone can have this. It's liquid gold. It's like eating gold, which I wanted to touch on. You eat it and you drink it because you can. Because it says about who you are. Like probably her purse, which she probably don't know, it costs less than $1,000 to make, but it costs thousands of dollars to buy. It's all about the access.
Right.
It's all about who can and who does.
Or who
And
should.
And I apologize if you probably went to another restaurant and you didn't have the proper experience, but if you like, we can definitely give you a proper experience. Let us know. It's going to cost you X. And being a billionaire, it's a little traffic ticket. Nothing's going to cost you. And at that point, you put them in the, do I shut the fuck up? That's aggressive selling, and that's what I'm talking about in the fact
cursed,
of
bro.
maybe you want to consider
cursed.
pushing
Definitely cursed.
to some
Let
of
me
these.
push.
All right, this is because again, it's all about aggressive selling, baby. You know?
I got to pour a shot because Adrian never curses.
Yo, listen.
He just cursed, and I got to pour a shot for him.
When I cursed, I caught myself. I was like, "Oh crap, I cursed."
I got to pour a shot for him.
Does anybody have something that you want to bring? Because I would like to talk about gold.
You talk about the gold?
I want to talk about gold.
Well, I want to make a point
Go for it, please.
that we can start
And it's
now.
a little hot. Dear, can you my one?
That we can
Go
start
ahead.
now, and then we can evolve after your gold thing.
Let's go for it.
Okay?
I like gold. Still processing bougie buns. I know, right?
All right.
We're thinking about that one.
That's Chris's idea. Bougie buns came from Chris. I give credit where
Great,
it's due.
man. Hey, listen.
This shit came off.
Oh, we have to change the bottle? I love it.
we got it.
We finished one.
So check this out. Over the course of your experience, do you feel like you've sold your soul a little bit?
yeah.
Yes.
This is my version
Yes,
of that.
yes,
And
yes.
we've talked
My
about
mama?
this.
Yes.
The three of us have spoken about this, but
Yeah.
this is a perfect segue because
Yeah.
we're talking about Louis. After this, we're going to talk about gold and all this shit. How offended would you have been when you were bright-eyed, first learning about Louis, learning about how obscure and crazy it is to make?
I'm gonna put this piece of art around here.
Right.
For people to see that.
That's white Louis, actually, guys.
I'm just water of Louis. 'Cause I got the bottle. Which,
that
by the
Louis,
way,
exactly what that is.
for those who don't know,
That's
a
that
bottle of
Louis.
Louis itself, it's worth money. That
All right,
back
so
of
look,
crystal is
well,
worth
first
money.
let's cheers because Adrian cursed on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening to him.
I do it every now and
I
then.
don't know what's
I think
happening
it's
to him.
me.
I think it's a tequila.
Yo, when you were first coming up in the world of being a server,
Yeah.
let's give you a hypothetical.
Go
You're
for it.
learning about Louis. They bring you in for a class because they like to bring us in for classes for every fucking thing. They bring you into a class, a seminar to learn about Louis. The rep comes in. They have a weird accent. They're talking to you about Louis. You learn about it. You're like, wow, this is really, really
They
crazy.
always have that weird accent. Huh?
Always.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
You learn about Louis. You're like, wow, this is crazy. I never knew this. The crystal, the history, the kings. What happens if, let's not say that shift, let's say 2 shifts later, somebody comes in and like, yo, let me get some Louis with some cranberry.
Listen, bro.
What would you do? What would you do?
You know me.
Hold on. We'll get to there. Well, you know where we're going. You know where we're going with this shit.
You know me.
What happens during those bright-eyed years of your serving emergence? If somebody says, yo, let me get some Louis, and you give them the whole Louis spiel, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll try some of that. And somebody goes, let me get some Louis with some Red Bull. Some Red Bull. What is your reaction?
Sugar-free Red Bull.
What is your reaction then? And what is your reaction, let's call it 10 years from now in the present?
Before I would have been like, oh, this is unique. This is history. It's 100 years.
100 years in a glass,
You
sir.
want time in a bottle. You're drinking time in a bottle, sir.
It's like a time capsule.
Come on,
There's no
sir.
way you can degrade the purity and the history. No, sir. I'm not going to let you do that. No way. Let me get a Glace Azul strawberry margarita. No. Come on, man. You shouldn't do that. No way. Do you guys have Opus 1 here? This is yours, Chris. Let me get a sangria. No. I'm not going to let you do that.
Sir.
It's a waste of
Barbaric. It's barbaric, sir.
And now people want I want a little something with cranberry. You'd be like, Louis 13 with cranberry?
Yeah. So what happens?
Oh, yeah, dude.
What happens now?
Oh,
What happens now? Now we've come over a little bit to the dark side. What happens now? Now, in the famous words of Chris Williams, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Sir, listen, you can buy the whole bottle. I'll mix it in the bottle, warrior, bro. You have the bottle with the cranberry inside the bottle, Baccarat.
Whatever
Come on,
the
dude.
fuck. Listen, if you're willing to
my
pay
God,
for it,
dude.
you know what this brings me back to? This brings me back to Michael Jackson has been on my feed a lot lately because there's a new Michael Jackson movie coming out. Motherfuckers all over my feed. So one video that came up the other day was the video where he's out shopping for furniture.
I want that.
I want that. Well, how much do these cost? They're $250,000 each. I want both of those.
Both of those.
Yo, you can say whatever you want about Mike. I love Michael Jackson, but the shit in that store was the most tacky, horrendous shit you've ever seen. So now, I don't give a shit what a guest wants to do.
Whatever
if you're
the
willing to
fuck
pay
you
for
want,
it,
dude.
I will give
Whatever
you
the fuck you
anything you
want,
want.
bro. Whatever the
anything
fuck you want.
This happened the other day. You had a table. Adrian had a table.
Yeah.
And he didn't know, but somebody came to me, was like, yo, that guy's a monster. And I was like, oh, so tell him. And they were like, I'm going to tell him. And then I went up to the guy. I was like, did you tell Adrian about the guy? He was like, oh, no, I got busy. So I went to Adrian. I was like, yo, Adrian, this guy's a monster, just so you know. 20 minutes later, Adrian comes up to me and tell me if I'm lying. Yo, the guy wants a glass of sangria. We don't do sangria at our restaurant, bro. We don't do sangria. What did I say?
You better make that fucking sangria.
Get down, bro.
You better fucking figure it out.
You gotta figure it out.
You better figure that shit out.
Put a little opus and some orange juice in that motherfucker.
You better
and throw
figure
a
that shit out.
raspberry in
Which
there.
I do want to say from last week, we did brought up the point, or a couple weeks back, we brought up the point of who can do whatever they want in a restaurant. And I mentioned that, oh no, like it should always be the same for everyone. And Edwin brought the, if you're a celebrity, you can get away with whatever you want. And I gotta say, you're right.
It's true, bro.
You're right. It's true. It's important. It's the reality of it. It's because we want everybody to be treated the same, but the reality is that
We're not
get
all the
treated differently.
same.
We're not all the same, and that's okay.
That's
So-
what makes things so
So
beautiful.
I wanted to bring
We
that
aren't
up
the
so that
same.
people understand that. Hey, listen, sometimes
We
you think about
aren't
things
the
and
same,
it's-
man. We aren't the same, man.
And that's why you come to the restaurant. It's like you didn't come to the restaurant because we have a ribeye. You came to the restaurant to probably see Leonardo DiCaprio eating a ribeye.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would we not show Leonardo that respect for actually coming to the restaurant and bringing 40 other people who are coming to see him eat a ribeye?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Oh, you want to be treated the same way when it's like,
The
no,
only
you
reason
don't.
he's here is
Don't.
because I treat him better than you.
Exactly. The only reason you're here is because he comes here
here.
to be treated
Better
like
than
he's
you. Better than you.
I hate
I
I'm
hate
sorry
that
that
shit.
I said that.
I
I'm
hate
sorry
it.
that I
But-
said that.
no,
that's
but it's the
true.
truth.
But here to
It's
come
the
the wrong
truth, bro.
things,
It's
and
true,
even- hey, we
man.
sold
It's
our
the
soul.
truth, bro.
It's true.
We sold our soul. We
It's
already
so
said that.
true. It's so true.
the truth,
I had
man.
a guest who's like, who's that? Who's this person? Who's this person? Everyone's around them talking to this person, and I'm like, and the crazy thing about it is that it's just a friend of mine. But I'm over there. Oh yeah, this guy's is huge in the tech companies.
Right.
Just justifying the fact of the matter that I'm spending a little bit more time at that table than
say
at this
something.
table.
You gotta
and,
say something.
And the crazy thing about it is they were like, oh, and they sat back in their chair like, and they understood like, hey, you know what? When these type of people come in the restaurant, this is why I came to this restaurant. I came all over here from Montana just to see somebody fucking important, somebody famous.
Right.
And this is why I came, not to enjoy a steak because I can enjoy this same fucking steak in fucking Montana, but I came here to possibly enjoy this steak next to David Beckham.
Fuck
Right.
yeah. However, there are those that, again, they put on their best stuff. They put on everything, and they come in and they say, yo, I want the fancy things. Obviously, some of them get sticker shock as soon as they see that. But I wanted to mention one thing that I was like 2 years old when I found out. And that is, we actually eat gold. I thought that whenever you went to a restaurant and they served you gold, it was bullshit. Now, I'll be sure to tell you, some of them are. Some of them are bullshit. But the reality is that we do eat gold. Now, it holds no nutritional value, nor health benefit. We simply do it because we want and because we can.
I was just about to say, definitely because you can.
As simple as that. And, I even looked into this. I was like, how much? It's crazy because, again, how you reacted to me saying, oh, we eat gold, it probably puts you in a position of how you feel about that. If you say, oh, that's crazy, you probably won't have it. And I mean, I don't have it. I thought it was crazy too. Because, an ounce of gold, it's right now priced at $4,229 an ounce. But a sheet is not even 0.1 milligrams. You would need about 300,000 sheets to make an ounce of gold. But you're actually eating fucking gold. So
You
if
mean
go
the
to-
you mean the little films of gold they
the
put on
little
top of
paper
shit?
that we put on top of stuff, or that you color around.
It's
It
the most
is.
ridiculous thing.
It
The
is.
most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
But the point is, it is actual gold.
It's
so
ridiculous.
To those of you who are thinking, oh shit, some of them are painted and it has red 40 and yellow 20 and green 10 and all that bullshit. Yes, but when you actually see that paper, you're writing gold. So if you want to show off, like people do, just want to let you know, gold is an actual real thing. And I was just like 2 years old when I really found that out. I was like, oh, I always thought it was bullshit.
But hey, listen,
for
if you're willing to pay for it, I'll give it to you.
I'll give it
Listen,
to you, baby.
If you're willing to pay for it, I'll give it to
You
you.
want that golden potatoes? You want that golden
Okay.
mac and cheese? You want that golden steak?
Okay?
Baby?
You want to
We'll
be
give it to you.
shitting gold for 3 weeks? I'll give it to you.
It's gonna
If
lose.
you're
I
willing-
tell people it's gonna lose value coming out. But I get to you.
I will tell. I did look that up, and no, you have to eat extravagant amounts of gold for you to poop gold. So it's not like you're going to poop gold and be like, oh, it wasn't real in that. Just letting you know. I did look that shit up.
Hey, listen, man, I would never order a dish that has gold on it, knowing that it had gold on it. I mean, but if I'm somewhere like Salt Bay, like Nusret, they have the gold covered steaks.
Yeah.
I would never order that.
No.
If I was in a rare situation where I was with other people and someone ordered it and I had a piece and the gold doesn't affect the flavor, I'd be like, okay, this steak is good. But I would never order it on my own.
Yeah.
It's just pointless. I don't see the point.
And that's okay.
But
then some people do.
if you're willing to pay for it,
you want to pay it. And that's why, again,
it's nonsense.
That's why, again, you want to try to be that aggressive.
nonsense.
Maybe this is that week.
So
'Cause
check this
remember,
out.
if you don't tell them, they won't know.
So how about this? How about
they
this?
won't buy.
How do you feel about people who want the gold steak treatment, but they aren't willing to pay for it?
Dude,
Wow.
that's
I'm so sorry, sir. But that is what it is, baby.
So look, I'll give you the context. I'm setting up the restaurant, and this couple comes in preemptively for the reservation, and they are talking to the som and the manager about they want to buy like a champagne thing for like their older like mom and dad that have been married for 50 years.
Yeah.
And the whole bargaining around the price of that was ridiculous to me. They were like, yeah, so we want to do this boat, and we want to do the sparklers, and we want dancers. And how much does that cost? And they were like, it costs this much. And they were like, nah, we don't want to pay that much. So as far as I'm concerned, that was the end of the conversation.
Yes, bro.
As far as I'm concerned,
All right, let me go ahead and get them.
that's the end of the
fillets.
conversation,
Yeah.
right? Because I also had another a situation where the managers called me in, and they were like, yo, listen, we want to talk to you because we got a bad review from this table you took care of last night. And I'm like, okay, what table was it? I don't know if you guys know this, but as far as servers go, we have like a super memory. I can remember what a table ordered dish by dish that I took care of like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Because we associate the experience and the energy with what we rang in.
Yeah.
I could go over a table's order item for item.
Yeah.
So this happened the day prior. Managers call me in. They're like, yo, this table left a bad review. Whatever. I'm like, okay, so what happened? They were like, well, they said that they didn't feel like they were taken care of as well. They feel like they didn't get paid attention to, and they feel like their experience was inferior. I was like, okay, what table was this? They told me the table, and then boom, that server memory came back. And they were like, listen, we're going to call them. We just want your version of what happened just so we can cross-reference. I appreciated that. No worries. So I was like, listen, before you call them, this is what you need to know. There were 3 people, and the table next to them was a table of like 10 people. The table of 10, they did a humongous presentation for their food.
Right.
They did bottle service. They did a humongous dessert platter with sparklers and champagne. What did the 3 top that complained did? They did a cheesecake with a candle. Mm-hmm. And when I brought the cheesecake with the candle to the table, none of them were paying attention. They were all on their phones. So I was like, before you call them, understand that. And when you do call them, ask them why they felt their experience was inferior. And if it has anything to do with the fact that they say something about the table next to them, don't tell me anything else.
Got it.
I didn't hear anything from the managers ever again. Because they called them and they guarantee you that's what that table said. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Yo, listen, I'll go
And for your manager doing that call, next time you get some of that, just let them know.
I'll go up to a table.
If you wanna stay, baby,
You
gotta pay.
I'll go up to a table. I'll go up to a table that has been amongst a bunch of different celebrations, right? And then I'll go up to them and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, so by the way, it's my friend's birthday." And this is what they'll say.
Yeah.
This is my friend. It's my friend's birthday. Can you bring us a cake with like a candle and make it big? Make it big and showy? I'll be like,
No.
what do you mean make it big and showy? Yeah, like the celebrations, make it big. I'll be like, well, that celebration costs $1,500. And then
They'll look at you like,
And then, rather than understand that it's not a price that I've created, pulled out of my ass,
Thank you.
I'm not discriminating against your desire to want to celebrate your friend.
It's okay.
It is the price. You getting mad at me? Oh, are you serious?
Wow.
Like, yeah, bitch, I'm serious. Yeah. Like, what the fuck you want? Like, you want all this? No, but in here. Chris, in here. In here, Chris. I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. Why is that such a foreign concept to people?
I'm about to say that's probably why they. That's probably why
No. But the face they look at me with, it's like
Server
it's
called
like
me a bitch.
It's like they look at me like I'm a villain. I'm like, I didn't make I didn't make the prices, bro.
Because you're the face, man. You're the
I didn't make
face.
the fucking prices.
You're the face.
You want this experience, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand where it comes from.
A guy got mad at me because he said the cheapest champagne that we carried was $30-something, and I was like, I didn't make the price,
What you
brother.
want me to do? Get a glass of Prosecco.
You exactly. You want something from another region?
Get a Prosecco.
Were you looking for a sparkling wine?
Right? Get another glass of wine. Get a different one. Like I don't make the prices. Like you could come like, okay, so look, there's something I call the Denny's vibe. The Denny's vibe is a vibe where people, and I got this from being at Denny's, which I love.
How about
the
to say,
French
don't you-
Toast
don't you
Slam?
dare. Don't
French
you
Toast
dare.
Slam is amazing.
Don't you
So I
dare.
remember being at Denny's and like overhearing other tables complain to the server about things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, what are you complaining about? You're feeding a family of 8 for like $60.
$62,
Right?
The most, $62.
And listen. This is the thing, right?
Bottles need to show you.
There's perceived value. It's like you can't expect somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, okay, to spend $100. If $100 is a lot of money to you, then whatever it is that you're involved in for $100, you're going to be hypercritical about.
Exactly.
Right? If I have a construction company and you want to redo your roof and it costs you 10 grand.
Yeah.
Whatever it costs.
Yeah.
If 10 grand is a lot of your money, then you're going to be calling a roofing company every day. Yo, what's going on with this tile? Yo, there's 2 tiles missing. When are you guys finishing? What if that $10,000 is nothing to you, then you're not going to complain. You're going to be like, it's done when it's done. I'm going to be in my summer house and fucking over here.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
That's different. Like, I've come to relative peace about the Denny's vibe. Like, listen, it is what it is, right? $68 is a lot of money for you, and it is for some people.
Yeah.
Then you're going to complain. You're going to bitch about everything because you want that perceived value for every dollar that you're spending. But what I'm complaining about is when those people who come to the restaurant and don't spend a lot of money, that's fine. You want to be in the vibe. You want to... Listen, I'll give you another scenario. A 2-top sits down. A young couple. And you know that they're not spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're not spending money.
And they just there for to be.
He's
in
there on a date.
Yeah.
He's taking his girl on a date. He wants to like impress her. But they're like super sweet. They're just like, yeah, no, I don't want another side. I'll just have one. And your instinct tells you, listen, for whatever reason, tonight, they're not spending money. For whatever that means. Yo, if you're a table like that and you got a server like me, I'm hooking you up.
Yeah.
I'm sending
yeah.
you a dessert.
Yeah.
I'm sending you an extra side.
Yeah.
I'm sending you an appetizer. You order fire, you don't want any apps, yo, I'm sending you something. I want to make you look good in front of your girl or whatever situation you got. But if you're a table that's not spending a lot of money, and then you're like, yo, I want a birthday celebration with the fucking candles and
Go big.
Go big on me.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. I'm gonna be like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not happening.
This is what it costs. Don't get mad at me for what it costs, because I'm not pushing this on you. You want it. This is what it is.
You asked.
That's it.
Yeah.
And for all those people who do that, fuck you, bro. That's it.
I say that to say this.
I say that to say this. Fuck you. All right? That's it.
Kevin, last words?
Peace. Do
Do you want to go ahead and pitch in a little bit of for those who want to follow Chris, he's got this nice little show, Praise the Phrase. You want to tell him real
Praise the
quick, your
Phrase.
elevator pitch?
Nah, man. Yeah. If y'all see me, y'all see me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in these streets doing my thing, you know. Praise the Phrase. Yeah. I love y'all, man. Y'all making me a better man. That's all I got to say.
Appraise the phrase, everybody.
Praise the Phrase.
Adrian?
Don't just do it. Appraise it.
I do want to mention
Go ahead.
something about aggressive selling. I have during our
back.
time off, we actually tried hiring a company to help us with shorts.
Yeah.
Right? To do social media posts.
Okay.
And something happened with that company. I don't know if they got hacked or if it was a scam, et cetera, et cetera.
They got raided by that guy, that
Second.
anti-scammer
But then
guy.
Someone, the person that was doing our shorts, reached out to us, and I gotta say, I gotta commend you because on this person's aggressive selling,
Yeah.
right? Because this person reached out via email, reached out via Instagram,
Sent you a
This
handwritten letter.
This person has seen our show. And even last night, I was taking my notes. This person sent me like text, like, "Hey, like what's up? Are we pushing through? I can give you a prize." And I'm like, "I think I'm doing it right now. It's okay." And person kept pushing. I'm like, I was just laughing my ass off at the aggressive selling of this person while I wrote the aggressive sell episode.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Did my day. Now I said to this person, I will bring it up tomorrow, if so, maybe in the show. And this person is actually on the show. Is watching it. Is commenting.
They're watching
so,
it?
Thank you so much.
What's this person's name?
That's aggressive selling right
What's
there.
this person's name?
Let me see the name over here. Because, I mean, I have a profile. The vidits, like edits. And he's offering 10
Well, let's talk
10
about
shorts.
the deal. Let's talk about the
He's
deal on
talking
the
about
show
10
right now.
shorts.
Let's talk about the deal on the show right now.
Offer 10 shorts for $50. He's like half price.
He wants to do 10 of our shorts for $50.
for 50, just half price, just to make us their guests.
Tell him right now. Tell him if he wants to do 10 shorts for 40. If he does 10 shorts for 40, we'll say yes right now. If he says yes to 10 for 40 right now, I'll send him money right now. Right now. If he says yes to that.
That's awesome.
Compose yourself first, please.
Compose yourself. And make sure you put LOL at the end of it.
Yo, if you do 10 shorts for 40, I'll send it right now. You got a bargain, baby. Everything's negotiable.
There you go.
That's
That's
aggressive selling.
Sir, you wanna go and pitch it Appraise the Phrase real quick?
I apologize. Sometimes he loses breath.
It's okay.
You know?
No, listen,
I apologize.
man.
No more tequila for you
I
during
feel
the
like,
show.
yeah, listen, bro.
You took
Like,
2 shots of tequila, bro.
He took 2
You
shots.
took 2 shots.
He's cursing. He's fucking negotiating in mid-show.
What
Like,
he
this
say?
guy's an animal, bro.
He's writing. Hold on, he's writing.
He's thinking.
He's
thinking
writing,
about
he's
it. He's
3
thinking
dots.
about it.
Aggressive
3 dots.
selling right
3
there.
dots. He's
thinking about it.
3
baby.
dots.
Come on,
I don't like how long this is taking, man. He should have just said yes or no.
He's gonna put 45.
He
I
should
do it
have
for
said
45.
yes or no. That's it.
I do it for 45.
Dude, there was a point where I even had to say this to this person. You can read it here. It says, I must ask, for the sake of my sanity, are you a person or AI? Because it was just
You never know.
You never
Okay.
know.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
I have no idea.
He's still right.
He just 3 bucks. You took too long, baby. Come on. He said, all right, sure, let's do it. Just to make you my client, I'm built that trust and transparency.
Ooh, let's go,
I'm
bro.
good selling right there. And I don't know about you, but I think we're going to close it up with that.
Can I get your number for a direct? Nah, this guy's a scammer, bro. He wasn't direct.
What you got to do that? We'll figure that. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure
but
that
we
out.
got the price locked in, though.
We got prices locked
He gave
in.
y'all
We'll
boys
figure that out. You see?
that double T, that trust in.
That TAT.
But hey, to the point, had he not pushed, had he not been aggressive, had he not keep trying, had he not keep showing up, hey,
That's different though, because in a
40 bucks
restaurant,
right there, man. That's
in
40
a
bucks right
restaurant,
there.
you have an hour
You got an hour and a half
most.
to kinda
This
get
guy's
in
been
there.
bullshitting with you for fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
yes.
It's a little different, but we admire his persistence.
Of course, hey, it's all about showing up. It's about pushing. It's
about an elevator pitch.
When people say
Consistency.
no, you say, hey, but how about? Hey,
Yeah.
we want to try.
Yeah.
Again, it's it. We all do it to the point that we're comfortable.
Yeah.
And we all read our tables and you know when you can push, when you cannot. And also when you have your manager's back. Very important. Because although aggressive selling is something that you can do, be sure that your job is okay with you doing so. Some places actually not just encourage it, but some places actually enforce that. And you don't want to be there, but the places that encourage it, definitely something that you want to give it a try.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone else want to talk about? Or no,
I'm good,
Did you bring
man.
your pitch for it?
Yeah. No.
right,
Listen, we're good. We're Gucci, man.
Hey man, listen. If you don't keep pushing, you don't. No, I'm just kidding. I got
Hey, all right, 'cause like we said, if you don't tell them, they won't know.
If you don't
sell it,
tell, you don't sell.
they won't buy. As always, thank you for listening.
Take care, everybody.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.